Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Grant Peterson. I'm one of the IT support engineers for the campus. I'm just going to go through the technologies that you will be using on site. Okay, how do you log in? How do you access your accounts? Things like that. Please note that we do not do everything in IT. Especially me and Carl. There's other departments as well that help you with things. So the things that we can help you with, we will. Some things need to be pushed to another department, which can take a bit longer. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the list of things that you will be required to use on site. If you need to take notes, please take notes. Record the websites, record the passwords. You will need them later on. Okay. Right, so what you're going to go through today, who do you contact for support? What do we support? How do you log in? How do you set up MFA, multi-factor authentication, campus Wi-Fi access? How do you log support cases, internet and computer lab usage, printing and student cards? Okay. And you can see over there, that's me on the left, Grant and Carl on the right. Our office for Tiger Valley campus is on the ground floor. As you come in the building, you just turn right, you'll see our office over there if you really need to speak to us. One of the websites you need to write down is the top one over there. There's 3 of them, which are the main ones. www.bossy.net. Make sure you save it because you might need it if you have issues. Okay, moving along. Right, so what do we support here on campus? We assist you with your domain logins, which is basically your computer login, your email login. It's all the same account for everything, student number and the password, whichever you set. We'll show you the default password shortly, but once you actually change your passwords, you will use that password going forward for your accounts, all right? Which will be linked to LMS as well as the campus Wi-Fi, computers, and we also support the campus hardware and software, right? Why are we saying this? Just to meet the points at the bottom. We do not support personal devices. What that means is we're basically not a computer repair shop, okay? If your laptop is slow, you cannot bring it to us to make it faster, right? We do not fix computers here, all right? We look after the campus equipment and the campus systems, basically Eduvos systems, all right? Same applies to cell phones. We cannot fix your cell phones if they're damaged. You must take that to a cell phone repair shop. The reason why we're saying this is because people do come to us with things like that, believe it or not. Okay. We can advise you, we can give you suggestions, we can look at it and say why it's maybe slow. We can assist you with connecting to campus Wi-Fi or help you set up your campus office or email or things like that. We can help you with that. But if there's anything physically wrong with your machine, you will have to get that fixed on your own, right? Same applies to personal email accounts. We got no access to this. Again, why am I putting this in there? Because people have come to us with these things before, right? We can help you with the Eduvos emails and systems, right? Cool. Right, so if you wanted to use the campus computers, it says on top, PC login. That would be, again, your student number and your student number only. Record these things, write it down. Right, the default password should be capital P at SS Word. If it's not, it might be capital P at SS Word with a 0 RD. All right, that would be the default one. If you go to any campus computer, maybe like the resource center, you sign in, it should ask you to update your password for the first login. All right, so when you do set your password, make sure you don't use your own username and password. Your name, first name and surname in your password, because nothing from your actual login credentials can be in the password. It won't accept it. All right, it needs complexity, so you need capital letter, number, symbol, at least 8 characters. Okay, so if you find out you're trying to change it, it's not accepting it, it could be that you're using your name, your first name and surname in your password, as well as you're not meeting those criteria. No capital letter, no number, no symbol. You need those things, right? LMS, as you can see, there's the LMS website over there. Again, record it, write it down, save it. You will be needing it. Don't always rely on saved passwords and things like that, because if anything happens to your browser or to your laptop, you need to use a different one and you have no clue where the site is or what the login is, because you've just been clicking save password every time. So try and remember it. Try and type your passwords in manually. It will help you to remember it. Okay. As you can see over there, I see a lot of students struggling with this. We're giving you the URL, so you have it. You have the URL for the site there. When you go in the browsers, type it directly into the address bar on top, not into the Google search bar. Okay, the Google search bar will give you a list of items and might not be the right one. We are giving you the URL. Type it in on top, press enter, and it should take you directly to the site. Okay. Next one will be office.com. That should be your starting point because everything else is in there. That's where your email is, that's where Teams is, Word, Excel, PowerPoint's in there, your OneDrive's in there. Open the browser, again, type it in the address bar on top of the browser, not the Google search. Press enter, it will take you straight there. Right? You will sign in with your student email address and whatever password you have set. Not difficult. So it's 3 websites: www.vasi.net, myLMS.vasi.net, and office.com. You don't know where to go, start with office.com. That's where your email will be. Good. Okay, so those who are not familiar with Microsoft systems, okay, as you will see over here, that's what it looks like at this time. Microsoft can change the way it looks whenever they feel like it, but it's a general feel of what it looks like. Type that in, you will see a sign-in button. Click that sign-in button and then enter your student email address and password. If you start with office.com and then open a new tab and then go to LMS and you click the button over there, it says office.com login, it will use the login from the Office portal that you signed in, and it will use it to sign into LMS as well. So you don't have to type the password in again. If you just go straight to LMS and you don't start with Office, then it will ask you for your email address and your password to enter, and you can still get them. Right? I always say start with Office because it will pull the password for the rest of the sites. Right? Everybody got that? Good. Multi-factor authentication, MFA. App is being used. It's called Microsoft Authenticator. What is this thing and why do I need to use it? As you can see over there, it's for 2-step verification. Some of you use it for Google already. It's just Microsoft version of 2-step verification. The reason why you're having this, your account, your Office account is online and it can be accessed from basically anywhere in the world. So if anybody grips your password, whichever way they got it, somebody's now got your password, they can sign into your account and you will have no idea that they've done so. Why do I care if they logged into my account? It's not my personal stuff. They can use your name to then spam other people from that account. Okay, they can go share it with others, sell your data, sell your info. Set up this app. It's to secure your account. All right. If somebody does somehow get your password and they log in, you'll get a notice on your phone saying that somebody tried to log in. And if you know it's not you, just deny the request. And then you also know somebody's trying to get in and somebody's got your password. All right. This app must be downloaded to your phone from either the App Store, the Play, or the Apple App Store, or Google Play Store, whichever phone you've got. All right. Download it to your phone and then set it up. The instructions will be on the screen. Okay. So if you're logging in for the first time, your password is now working. You logged in. Great. The screen you will see first is more information required. All right. If you just read the screen, the instructions are there. All right. So you go next about 3 times on the computer screen, you will see a QR code. That's when you open the Microsoft Authenticator app. You click the plus button. If it's not the first time you open it, there's a plus button. You just basically say add account. You choose work or school, and then you select scan QR code. All right. Make sure when you download it, it says Microsoft Authenticator because there are others that's not Microsoft one and it doesn't work. Okay. So Microsoft Authenticator, tap, click next 3 times, read the screen. It explains what you need to do. You'll see the QR code, open the app, scan the QR code, and it will link to your account. All right. Again, follow the steps on the screen. If you click next, it will ask you for your cell number. Complete what it asks you for. Click done and next, and it should allow you into your account. Great. You've now done all of that. Password's working. Your MFA is set up. And now you're on the office.com dashboard. Some of you are familiar with this. A lot of you are not. So this is where the page you'll see. Again, it might not look exactly the same. Microsoft can change it. But generally on the left-hand side, you'll see all your apps. Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, OneDrive, Teams. You will be using this while you're studying. Okay. So important one would be Outlook, because Eduvos will contact you through your Outlook email, not your personal Gmail. So you say nobody emailed you. Have you actually checked your student email before you say nobody's contacted you? Check there first before you talk to us. Also Teams, if you need to join classes, Teams is also in the option list over here, right? On the right-hand side is a button that says Install Office. If you need to install the desktop version of Office onto your machine, you can do so. All right, click that button. As long as you're a student here, you should have a license. You can install it onto your machine. If you don't need it, don't worry about it. Okay. Just again on the app. So either you can access this through the web browser, as we're explaining here. You go to office.com. You can also use the cell phone apps, Microsoft Outlook, not anything else, not Google. It's the Microsoft Outlook app. You sign in with your student email account, and that you can add it to the phone. Same for Teams. You can download Teams onto your phone, log in with your student account. All right. So I get people phoning me saying, I can't join a meeting because the app doesn't work. If the app doesn't work, go to the web browser, log into office.com and click on Teams in the browser. There's more than one way to do it until you figure out what's wrong with your app. Okay. Another thing to note is if you have personal accounts, you have a personal Microsoft account, or some of you that work, you got a work Microsoft account. The two can conflict a little bit if you're using it in the same browser. So if you're using a personal Microsoft account in Edge, for example, and you try and use Eduvos one also in Edge, the links can conflict where you try and click a meeting to join Eduvos and it opens in your personal account and it doesn't let you in. All right. To get away from that, option one is use a different browser. So if you're using Edge for your personal stuff, use Chrome for the Eduvos stuff, or Firefox, whatever works. Just separate it so you don't have that conflict. Other option is to use private windows or incognito windows. If you really want to use Chrome and you don't want to change, and you don't want to sign out of your personal stuff, use private windows, right-click Chrome, say incognito window or private window, whichever it says. And that will remove the saved password from that browser window. Okay. Good. Right. Campus Wi-Fi. First thing to do is, before you can check this, is to actually update your password. The default one might not accept on the Wi-Fi. You can try it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, you need to change it. Easiest way to change it is go to a campus computer, be it a resource center, or if you're studying IT in an IT lab, log in with your account as we explained earlier. It will tell you, update your password. If it doesn't, you can simply just use the keyboard, say Control-Delete, change your password, and you can update your password from there. It's much better and faster to do it on your own than stand in a queue at our office waiting for us. All right. So if you can do it on your own, do it on your own. If you're completely stuck and nothing's working, come and see us in the office. Okay. Right. So the network will be student BYOD. For those who don't know what that means, it's bring your own device. That's it. Look on your Wi-Fi for student BYOD. Use your student number and your student number only, not your email address. And then enter whatever password you have set for yourself. Your student number, your password. When you click on student BYOD, okay, it should open up a web browser, and there will be a, as you can see at the bottom, there's a page that will open and will ask you to log in from there. All right. You are required to change your passwords every 42 days or so. So if you come back in 2 months' time, you try and use the Wi-Fi and it keeps saying access denied, access denied. It could be that your password has expired. Again, so what do I do now? Go to the resource center, go to your computer, campus computer, log in with your last password you used. If it has expired, it will tell you your password's expired. Please update it. Okay? Your other alternative is stand in the queue at our office. You choose which is easier. Fix it yourself or stand in the queue. You decide. Right. Of course, again, if you have tried and it's not accepting and it's not working, then yes, you have to come and see us to fix it. Right. Okay. So all your accounts are working, your Wi-Fi is working, great. Everything else is fine, amazing. You can log into LMS. But now there's some issues. For example, not just this issue, but for example, you have modules missing in myLMS. I had this site posted up earlier. This is where you can log issues. You can need support. Okay. It's a ticket logging system. Most businesses in the world, any large company will have a ticket logging system. It's new to you. It's not new to the business world. If you have an issue, you need to open a case. You need to log a support case so that whoever is in that department that deals with it will get the ticket and sort it out with you. Right? So you log in here. Again, the login details is the same as your Office account. So if you start with office.com, you open the site in another tab, you click portal login, it will log in automatically because you've already signed in with Office. If you didn't sign in with Office, it's going to ask you to sign in. Right. So you just click My Support. You just look for the My Support button on top. You go to open a new case. All right. And then on the next page, once you've clicked that, you'll get a form that you must complete. Enter the case title, what your issue is. I have a missing module on myLMS. Fill in the details in the form. Okay, fill in the details on the form. If it doesn't match exactly what you're looking for, just choose whatever's closest. Okay, choose whatever's closest. The important part is the description box, right? It doesn't help you log in a case and say, I don't have books, can't log in. It doesn't help anybody, okay? Because the people that get this ticket don't know you, they don't know where you are, they don't know what you need. So you need to give details in that description, right? My name is this, my student number is this. I'm at Tiger Valley campus. I'm looking for book with this module code or this book code. Put it in there. Make it easy for them to help you. Otherwise, you're going to have endless back and forth emails. Okay? Right, so you've done all that, and you can also add screenshots. So if you have an error on the LMS screen, it's not logging in for whatever, but you can get in, you can't get into LMS, but you can get into Office and you can get into the support portal. You can take a screenshot and post it in the ticket as well. Then I can see exactly what you're talking about. All right. So you've done that now. You've clicked submit. You'll get this page. You'll get your ticket number. 2 places you can see it. You should receive an email in your student email account, not your personal one. All right. It will email you saying that it's been received. And you can also check in the portal itself. You sign in there. You'll see your case number in the list. Okay. And you can check when it's been resolved or not. Ooh. All right. Internet and internet usage. Cool. Students come to me telling me, I can't load Spotify. Instagram won't open. First question you ask yourself is, what has that got to do with academics? Nothing, eh? For most cases. Right. So the campus internet is for research and academic purposes only. Right. So certain websites will be slowed down or blocked completely. So you won't access them. So if it does happen to you, you need to ask yourself, why do I need this to study? And if you don't, that's why you can't access. Very simple. All right. Some websites are blocked, but we don't block them on purpose or to be funny. They sometimes just fall under a category like non-academic stuff again. Torrent, shareware, freeware, streaming, etc. All right. So if it does fall under that block category, it gets blocked automatically, not because we blocked it specifically. There are some that we know are bad and which we blocked. So if it's a case where it is something that you do use for academics and it happens to be blocked, you can check in with your lecturer and say, hey, do I actually need this for my studies, or I would like to have this for my studies? If they're happy for you to use it, they can let us know, and we'll check if it's not a bandwidth eating site. There's not a lot of ads and things on it. And if it's okay to open, then we can unblock it. Okay. Right. Computer usage can be tracked and monitored. No, we can't see your emails. We can't see your WhatsApp messages, but we can see what device you are using, and what website you've accessed, and how much data came from that website. Right. So if we get students coming to us saying, oh, the internet is slow, or even staff, the internet is not working. First thing we're going to do is we're going to look at who the high users are. So if we find a laptop there that's been downloading 50 gigs of freemovies.com, and it happens to be your laptop, we will be blocking that laptop and you won't have internet access. This will, of course, prompt you to come and see us. And then we will see, oh, this device is blocked. Why is it blocked? Freemovies.com, why are you using that site? The disciplinary committee will have to discuss that with you and see should we actually unblock your device or not, or for how long it should stay blocked. Again, we're not police. This doesn't happen often. Okay, so it's most likely something you did. If there is a legit reason for the high usage, yes, we can unblock it. All right. Again, it's not permanent. It's just courtesy to the people next to you also trying to use the internet. Fair enough? Good. Okay, computer lab usage. We say computers are property of Eduvos. Why do we say that? Because some students get too comfortable on the machine they're using. They tell another student, I was sitting there yesterday and I want to sit there again today. No, it doesn't always work like that. Okay. We've given you Office accounts. You have OneDrive in there. You can upload your data to OneDrive. You can store it on flash drives. Just back it up off the machine. Okay. Because somebody else might use it the next day. On top of that, load shedding, we all have it. It breaks equipment. The PC is going to work yesterday. It could be broken today because it got shocked by a surge or whatever. If we need to fix the machine, take it out, reinstall it, and wipe it, all the data off, it's gone. Okay, it's your data. You must look after it. We can't recover it for you. Use OneDrive, use email, use the storage, copy your data off the machines. All right. Also, those with laptops, please don't unplug our keyboards and mice because you left your mouse at home. Why are you saying this again? It's again courtesy to your fellow students. People unplug the things and then they leave it unplugged. Next student want to use the machine and it doesn't work. I wonder why. Okay, so please don't disconnect our equipment for yours. You forgot your mouse, go without your mouse. Or go buy one at Van Skype. They should have some mice there. Okay. Again, fair enough. Cool. Printing. Most things are digital these days, but there is printing available on site. You can go to the resource center. You will need your student card for this. Once you have your student card, you tap it on the scanner or the printer. The instructions are on the printer. You just have to read it. Once you scan your card, it will ask you for your username and password. And guess what your username and password will be? Your student number. Amazing. Okay, it's all the same stuff. Student number and whatever you set your computer password to be. Okay. All right, if you get stuck with printing, you can always just, again, come see us in the office and we can help you with it. Right, it doesn't happen often, but if you do need to, the service is there. Right, next favorite one, student cards. Okay, on a general out of peak time, you can get it from us in the IT office downstairs. You can come talk to us, we can print it. But during this peak period, we're issuing it out in the resource center. We're doing this between 1 and 3:30 every day. Okay. Go to the resource center. There will be queues, guys. But just remember, today is not the only day for student cards. It's still tomorrow. It's still the day after that. We print them until everybody has one. But generally between 1 and 3:30. All right. So you do have time to get this card sorted out. I'm going to say it again. Waiting in the queue is your choice. If the queues are too long, you can always come back the next day and get it done as soon as you can. All right. What you use the card for? Opening of computer labs and certain doors. And also security might ask you for the card. So if they do ask you, please show it to them. They're not doing it because they're picking on you or taking you out specifically. No, they just need to make sure that you are a student here. Because you wouldn't want somebody walking off a street, coming in here, stealing your stuff. Okay? So if they ask you for the card, show them the card. Don't worry about how your picture looks because your hair wasn't right on the day. Show them your card and get on with it. All right? Don't be difficult. Okay? They just need to make sure you are a student. That's it. Do not puncture or bend the card. There is a chip in the card as well as copper wire going around it so that it can actually open the doors. If you puncture it because you want to put a lanyard through to hang around your neck and you break it, you broke that card, you have to pay to replace it. All right, treat it like a bank card. You want puncture holes into a bank card, don't puncture holes into your student card. Get a card holder. Okay. Lost, stolen, and broken student cards can be replaced at the cost, as you can see on the screen. You can pay for that at the finance office, and you bring us the receipt and we can reprint it. Again, this is for negligence, lost, stolen, broken. Okay. Cool. Is there any questions on any of those matters? Is it clear enough? Am I going to have a long queue at my door with people that weren't listening? Hopefully not. Okay. Any questions online? Feel free to unmute and speak now.
Hi, Grant. Can you
Hello?
hear me?
Yes, I can.
There's one question. They asked if I'm unable to install the Authenticator app, what should they do? Because they have a Huawei phone.
Okay, they must just contact us and we'll check the account.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah. Huawei phones do have issues because they don't have Google Play Store. Just contact us, log a case, send an email, whatever you can. If you're on campus, come see us and we'll check that for you. Okay. Is there any more? No. Okay. One more thing from me. Right. So you're asking for help. Stuff isn't working. You log a case or you send an email and you go sleep for 5 hours. That doesn't help. Okay. If you ask for help, you need to be available to be helped. All right. Also, if you send us an email from Gmail asking for a password, it's difficult for us to identify who that person is. Anybody can make a Gmail account using your name, add a few numbers, and then say, send me a password. Then we end up sending the wrong person the password. Okay. So I can speak with Tiger Valley here. So if we can, if it's not busy, we'll try and phone you so we can make sure it's the right person we're speaking to. So we're not sending it to the wrong person. So that being said, if you log a case asking for help, at least answer your phone if we call you. All right. I know you get spam, but you initiated the support request. So you need to make yourself available to get support. All right. Save the campus number on your phone. So if you see it, you know it's us. All right. Otherwise, how are we going to know what it is? Okay. Yes, the question. That's about timetable. Okay. Look, I don't deal with timetables, guys. If you can just log cases for that for any issues, please do so. It's not really a tech support matter. Okay. Please just log a case.
Tot aan die daai soveel jy vir een baksel nodig het. So as ek dit nie mis het nie, gaan
Okay. People online, please mute your mic.
7 of 6.5 baksels. So 6 moet maak dan die
Yeah, it's
helfte
not
en as
working.
ons 6.5 gaan maak, gaan ons 70
Okay.
dan ons daai kry en as ons
That's it from my
7
side,
keer die
basically.
verslag aanmaak, gaan ons 80
Hi,
ons daai kry.
Anke Hickman. Your mic is unmuted.
Thank you. All right. If there's no more questions, JP will take over. Okay, thanks guys. Just settle down. JP is going to take over next. So just stand by for him. Thank you.
And can I just confirm that you can hear me? And can you hear me?
Fine, I'll check it.
Yeah. Okay. And just confirm, Leanne, we are recording this session.
Hi, yes, I am.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. And you can hear me clearly?
I can hear you clearly, yes.
Good. Thank you very much. Good morning, students. How are you? Are you okay? For now. For now. Good. And to the online students as well, I've got a full house in this venue as well. So thank you for joining us today. It's good to have you here. It's good to see all the new faces. Right, so I will do a short presentation on the learner management system. Right. Did you hear about myLMS? You did? Yes? It doesn't work. How? Right? Students, mine work. Okay. So it works. Right. So the learner management system, myLMS, that is the general system that we use in Eduvos, and that is the way we communicate with our students, and that's the way that students get all the information that they need for their studies. Right. So, sorry. I am JP Wessels, and I'll be presenting this. I'm a lecturer in the Commerce and Law faculty at this institution here at the Tiger Valley campus. Right. Okay. Let's carry on to my next slide. Just in short, myLMS is a working system. So myLMS, every now and then we get updates that things change. Why do we change it? Because we want to make it difficult for you. No, I'm also an end user. We want to make it more streamlined so that the processes that we follow make it easier for you as a student and for me as the lecturer, because we are the end users of this product. So all these clever IT people work in the background, not specifically Grant on this system, but people at our head office, and they make sure that this system runs smoothly. Right. Yes, in the beginning of your study career, you might have certain modules that you don't see. All understandable and fine. You must remember that gets set up for specific students. Right. Okay. So just to say, we've got upgrades again on our myLMS system. So you'll see as you go along. And there's nothing wrong when you get to your class and you struggle with something on myLMS. Ask your lecturer. They use it every day. Right. So don't be afraid, and don't think that if you don't know anything after we've done with it today, that you're lost. You're not lost. That's why we are here. We are here to assist you. Right. We want you also to have a very smooth running in your studies. You must just study. Okay. The rest of the running we will assist you. You must just study. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to disturb you every now and then.
No.
All right, so myLMS, we want you to engage with the system. And the system is purpose-driven. You will see that there are certain things that you're going to do on your own. You're going to read through stuff. You're going to do a quiz. You're going to do a baseline assessment. And the system is going to mark it and give you the mark afterwards. Right. So we do asynchronous learning. What is synchronous learning? What are we doing now? This is synchronous learning. What is asynchronous learning? When you do something at home, you do your preparation as students do. Students do their preparation at home before class. Am I right? Don't lie to me. Some students don't. They come to class without doing any preparation. Students, do asynchronous learning. Do your part at home. Next week is week 1. When I start with week 1 next week, I'm going to ask you, what is the SWOT analysis? What is the SWOT analysis? Do you know? Yes, because you're learning in grade 12 or wherever. Right. Or grade 11 or grade 7, I don't know. But if it's something more intricate that you need to read through for week 1, You need to read through it. When I get to class, I'm going to discuss the more difficult stuff in class. That is asynchronous learning. You do a part, we do a part in class. So you learn on different platforms and in different places. Right. Okay. You will see the results, see progress in your own growth and your understanding of the knowledge as you work through this. You'll have a textbook. You've got myLMS. You've got your own brain. You've got your lecturer. What else do you need? All those, just use all your platforms. Okay. We want you to invest in your own learning. We make sure that myLMS is up to date and that it's ready for you to use. And I've said that we want an active learning experience. We want you to be part of the learning experience. There's no need of having myLMS on the one side, a lecturer somewhere talking about something different. You think, no, I must be at another place, then you're lost. Oh, right. Right. So students, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a live demonstration on the myLMS system. I'm not an IT guru. Okay. Why do you laugh? Am I supposed to, do I look too old to be an IT guru? I'm going to amaze you that just now. Just give me a while. Right. Okay. Any questions before I do my navigation? I'm a very good navigator. I'll show you that. Who of you drive on navigation? Turn left, turn right. Who's speaking in your car? Kevin, John, Jane, what's her name or his name? Huh? All right. Siri. Right. Question. Do you have a question? You were just stretching? Getting yourself ready for this? Was it you? Oh, sorry. It's my eyes. It's a bit confusing. Right. Okay. Are you still awake? Can I carry on? Right, students, what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit as you are seated to make sure that we are all looking to the same thing so that you are not confused with me sitting here in front of you know, something confused with the like. Right, okay. Right, I'm not going to look at you now, so please, if you've got a question, just keep it till the end. Even the students online, just keep it, we will answer and we'll get to them. If it's a question that has to do with IT or background related stuff that I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know and we'll find out. We'll all ask IT or someone, but I'm going to navigate you through how this platform works. Okay. Right. Okay, so you will see that this is my specific page. You'll see my little pretty face up there, right? Okay, so this is the platform that you will start off with. How do you get here? How do you get to this platform? myLMS.vosi.net. You're going to use it thousands of times. If you don't have a pen, take your phone. myLMS.vosi.net. Am I right, Rob? Thank you. myLMS.vosi.net. Later on, you get clever and you just drag and drop it there, and it's on your computer screen. You use it from there. Right. Okay. Okay, this is how I got here. So I've already signed in onto the system, right? And this is what my myLMS page looks like. So we've got different tabs here on top. It sometimes open up the tabs for courses, shortcut, and glossary, but otherwise you just click that little white button and you will see the menu there. Right. So if we look at that top menu and I go to my courses, this is all my courses. Right. Don't look if I'm presenting anything to you. right? Don't worry about that. All your courses will lie there. So for each module that you have, you will have a module page. Let's take this as an example. Let's take COHRA1. That is human resources for first years and psychology. Right. So you'll have a page for that subject. Remember, I'm just using an example. And you will have for that subject an assessment page. So on the left page, you will get all your information for that subject. And on your assessment page, that is where your assessment will come. Doesn't make sense? Straightforward. Right. We thought to keep it logical. Okay. Right. So I'm not going to look at you now. You just follow as I go around. So let's stick to that menu for now. In the top menu, we also have shortcuts. At shortcuts, you won't have lecture allocation, but you will have timetable. Right. If you click onto timetable, you should see your timetable. It might ask you to log in again to Web Units, and you'll see your timetable. Right. I don't know. I'm not sure if your timetable will also be emailed to you. I cannot confirm that. Right. But this is on the system where you will get your timetable. There's a resource center page, my library, and you can go and play around. There's nothing you can break on this system. You can play around. If you get confused, just go back, and you'll be back at the start. Okay. Don't get confused. Right. Okay. Just quickly, those shortcuts. So we've got my courses, shortcuts, and glossary. I'm not going to bother you with that. I'm going to spend most of the time today in courses, because that's what you're going to do. Right. So I am in courses currently. So if I go there, I will see all my courses. So depends on how many courses. I've had a lot in the last couple of years that I'm here, so all my courses will lie there. Right. But what have I done? If I want a specific course, say for instance, my documents, I want all these courses of mine to be together. For your first year, it's not needed because it will only be 4 or 5. That's fine. But later on, if you want to, you can go and take, for instance, this one of mine. You see, it doesn't have a yellow star. It's not start. You can go there and you can start the course. So all that means is it put all my courses that I'm using for now together. So I don't have to go to all of them. I just go to start. But for now, you can go to all because all your courses will lie. Is that clear? It's just a way of grouping your stuff together. Right. Okay. I'm going to go into this subject. I'm going to view this course. We're going into the first one. Right. So, on top again, you've got various tabs here that you can open. We mostly just use this page as you can see it here as it open up, and I will go through that with you just now. Settings, you won't do anything in that. Participants, students, this is where I can see who the students in my class is. This has actually nothing to do with you because you won't be able to see it. If I go to reports, I can see who was active on which page. So if Leanne came to me, what's your name? Muna. Muna says she's really struggling with this work. I ask her, Muna, did you check the stuff on myLMS? Did you work through the exercise? Yes, sir, I did. And I go to activities and I check. Muna logged in on the 22nd of January. I never logged in again. Right. So this is just an example. Right, so there are a way for us to make sure or to see what happened on myLMS, who used it actively and who don't. Right, but that is for us to use. I'm going back to the course. I'm just going to take this Eduvos helper away for now. Right, so on your side, you will just see your campus. I can see all the different campuses, but you'll only see your campus. Right, we're scrolling down. You've got tiles. This is called tiles. We've got a module information, a cortex tile, virtual lecture lead. Let's get ready. And then the weeks will start. Week 1. Why is this one hidden? Okay, we'll see now. Different tiles for each of your courses. You will have these different tiles. So I'm going to help you to navigate through these different tiles. The first important one is the module information. And I'm opening up in module information. Before I do this, let me just give you a quick example here. I'm just going to the discussion forum for Tiger Valley. If you open the page before your tiles, you see there's a discussion forum. This is mostly where your lecturer will speak to you. Right. I've welcomed my students on the 7th of February already. Okay. So your lecturer will post something there. Welcome the students. So there, I've write my message and you are welcome. And we as lecturers appreciate if you say something back. Or sometimes we will tell you there our next class will not start at 12, but at 1 because of this or this reason. This is where you will find that information in the discussion forum. If you want to ask something about the work, you ask it there. I post you the answer. I guide you to the right direction. I will do it there on the general discussion forum. Right. I'm moving out of the discussion forum again. Remember, this is not in a tile. This is just a tab as part of the page. Right. So you'll see. Okay. I am back into this tile, module information. A very important tile. I'm scrolling down to module guide. What is a module guide? A module guide giving you all the information of your subject. Right. All the information that you will need. It'll tell you what the subject is. There you'll see the content. Module A, module description, learning outcomes. Oh, what textbook should I use for this subject? Prescribed resources. What textbook? There's the textbook. Right, I know my textbook that I need. I'm going to work through this a bit because this is important information. Your formative assessment, what type of formative assessments, but I'll show you the detail on this just now. I'm not going to go into that one specifically. Something on plagiarism. Details of assessments. Let's look into this quickly. I don't know what assessments I have for this subject, so that's all in there. So here you'll see for this specific subject, we've got an assignment that weighs 20% of your mark. We've got 3 quizzes, each weighs 10%, right? That is then 50, am I right? 20, 10, 10, 10, yeah. Leave this one, don't worry, it's a deferred. Deferred is if you haven't done one of the others. So 20, 10, 10, 10 is 50, and your summative assessment in week 8 is another 50, so that gives you your 100% for this subject. So I just wanted to show you here the detail of assessments where you will find that. Right. So if you don't know, listen, what's supposed to happen for this subject? You come to your module information page, module guide, and you go to number 18, assessment. Right. Okay. What's happening next week? How do we know? We're going to check here. Module content, first block. There's the content, week 0. We are in week 0 currently. Week 1, we're going to do that. And you will see in all your information there. Remember, you can now scroll to the left and scroll to the right here. You can do that. I'm just not going into that detail now. Right. So it'll show you exactly what's happening in which week. But what else will show you what's happening in every week? 2 other places. First of all, your tiles per week. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. We'll get to that now. That also shows you what's happening. And otherwise, your dashboard will tell you if something's happening. I'll get to the dashboard just now. Right. Okay. So we are still on this first tile of ours. We are in module information, and I went into module guide. Are you still with me? Right, the planner, you can go into it, you can open it, you can print it, you can keep it there. That's just the academic planner. Modules, the week structure, virtual lead sessions. It's good to read through this information because it gives you a good background, but I'm going to give you some more information on it just now. Right, just to use an example, where do we get the module guide again? In which tile? Module information is the module guide. Right, okay. So in module information, let's go into the module guide again. Say, for instance, you feel that this detail of assessments, you feel that you rather want to print this page for you so that you have it at hand. Right, you can do that. You go here, you can all print book, then you print this whole module guide, or just print chapter, and then you just print that specific part that's open. Right. You can all print it to a printer, or you can print it to PDF, whatever works. Right. Okay. Okay, I'm going back to the main page, the landing page for the subject again. Right, there's the module information. We've opened that tile. Remember that we call a tile that we've opened. That is the general information for the subject. The next one is core text. What is core text? Yeah, it's a platform for books. Right. If you have any questions with regards to books, physical textbooks, ebooks, core text, you go to the resource center. There's a guy called Martin, and Martin will be able to assist you with that. Okay. To sign up for Cortex, or to buy your books through Cortex, or to do it physical textbooks, it's your choice. Okay. Right, Stephen, so let's just quickly confirm. When you are doing a subject COHRA1, don't worry about these codes. You're going to get mad about it. This one is COMKA1, this one COB1, BO4. But later on, you will start knowing these codes. Right. COHRA1, we will have a tile, which is for the subject. And then we will have another tile, which is for assessments. Right. Within the subject tile, that is where we are now. And the first tile that we've done there was module information. The second one that we've done was Cortex. I'm not going to click on it. It'll take you to a website. And if you have the books already purchased, it will be there. Otherwise, you will get login details after you've paid for it. Okay. So I'm not going to bother you with that. All that I say, if you want to buy textbooks, if it will be online or through Cortex or physical textbook, you need to visit the resource center. If you know you're going to buy a physical textbook, go wherever you want to. There's Van Stykes in the building, but I'm not promoting any place. It's your choice where you go. Right. Just make sure you've got the correct textbook, the correct edition. Right. So that was our next tile, was core text. So you'll see as you page through this stuff, it moves the tiles. Sometimes you're at tile week 4 and the other tiles are moved to the top. You'll find it on the page. Right. The next one, students, very important tile. The virtual lecturer-led sessions. What does that mean? Huh? Virtual lecturer-led sessions. First of all, you'll find your attendance there. Right. If you can't remember, just go through the task. But virtual lecture help you get into places. This is the year where you get your class link. It's here where you get your recording link. It's here where you get your attendance. This is virtual lecturer-led style. Right. Important for attendance, important for your link for that week, and important for your recording if you haven't attended that specific session. Right. So lecturer-led, attendance is there. Attendance can work in various ways. Lecturers can do it on their own way. They can decide, listen, I want my students. They can do it free for all whenever they want. They can do their attendance while the class is still busy. Right. Others feel, no. I give my students a QR code. Here's your QR code. Do your attendance on that. It's the same thing. It went through the same platform. Or no, I give my students a password. It's the lecturer's choice. Okay. Right. But attendance will happen here. Again, don't worry about it, because if you're in class, you can't attend yourself, the lecture's going to do that. Okay. Right. Now, who are you? You are Tiger Valley. We want to join. So what's happening next week? Is next week online or face-to-face? Here in class, face-to-face. Next week. I'm going to see you here. Right. Face-to-face next week. You don't have to join a link. You're going to come to class. You're going to attend class here. Wonderful aircon. Electricity is always on. Right. Okay. Right. So if the week after that, which is week 2, and you can't attend here, you're going online, you're going to join my session there. And then you're going to see, where? Click here. There's JP Vessels. Click there. You're going to be in my class by clicking off a button. Right. Okay. Listen. Online is online. You can come to campus, but you'll have to log in the resource center or somewhere on the desk on top where there's space to sit around to log in. But it won't always specifically happen from a specific venue here. Okay. It might be a lecture from office, whatever. So you need to join online for online. Was that your question? Does it answer your question? Good. So this is the place where you get onto your online link. Let's just go back again. Virtual lecture-led session. We are still on this style. We've seen attendance. We've seen our session where we join our links. Now, virtual lecture-led session recordings. So, again, Tiger Valley, there you are. You're going to go there, click it, and what you're going to get there, JP Vessels Group 1, the recording, Class 2, February 2024. Right. I haven't uploaded anything there. Why? We haven't had class. Since there's a class in the second week, it was an online class, and I've recorded that. You will see your recording there. Right. We as lecturers have 24 hours, then it need to be uploaded on the page, right, for you to access. Okay. Yes, sir.
I have a question. I've asked it before, but I just want to hear your.
Are you testing us?
No. So obviously the online classes are recorded,
Yes.
and then the face-to-face. What happens if you sit and you can't like get to a class? They said they're not recording the face-to-face.
We're not recording face-to-face. Students, please work through your SAA, your student academic advisor, and should you not be able to attend a class because going to hospital for 2 or 3 weeks, please contact them, and they will then escalate that with your sick note or your note confirming that, and then the PC in different departments, there's different program conveners, will make the decision how we're going to work about that. Okay.
Essentially, you'll get the whole course again in a different type of manner.
I cannot confirm. It can be that it will be recorded for you. That might be an option. or they'll ask a consultation with the lecturer. So that is not my decision. Right, that'll be the program convener's decision. Right. But we understand those type of things. That's why I say speak to your SAA so that they know about the situation. So we don't just leave it there and after 4 weeks, oh, I'm back from hospital. Can I have all my classes? Welcome back. Right. Okay. Students, everybody with me? Good. Right. I'm just going back again to virtual lecturer led. So we've seen our attendance, we've seen where we join our link, and we've seen where our recordings will be. Right. Then, once you start off, you will realize that you sorry, for those who didn't hear anything, I didn't say much. I just asked if the students can hear me at the back. If you want to rate your lecturer there, that is the place where you say, JP Wessels is sleeping in class. Or JP Wessels come to class every day an hour late without letting us know. Or JP Wessels sit at his desk and talking like this. I can't understand it. You rate the lecturer there. That is your voice. Right. But be honest. And if you rate me there and you tell me I've got 1 out of 5, no, why? Tell me why. Don't keep it for yourself. Tell me why. Because we need, remember, I don't receive that. I don't receive that. It's being received on a higher level and then it will be discussed with the lecturer. So if you rate the lecturer, tell them this is a useless lecture. Oh, this is a wonderful lecture. But if you rate 5, then tell why. Don't because you like a good shit. Okay, right. Okay, rate your lecture will happen there. And that'll be set up according to your module. Okay, right. I'm done on this page. Virtual lecturer led session. Is this clear to everyone? Right. Okay, from here, I'm going to let's get ready. Are there any questions at this stage? Leanne, on your side, before I continue, maybe there are some questions?
There are only a few queries about the timetables, but for first year, the timetables are still being released today. And there was an email sent out with a video on how to navigate your timetables, as well as a letter for when they struggle with timetables on what to do.
Thank you, Leanne. Any other questions in class? None? Right, let's continue. We are still on the same page of this module that we are working on. We're going to get ready. Let's get ready. There's a little video for you telling you, good day, I am JP Wessels. I'll be your lecturer for COHR A1. This is the subject in psychology linked to HR. I can't wait to see you in my class. See you next week. Right. Are you recording? Right, because we are recording. Right, okay. So there's a little video, a welcome video. Students, follow the tabs as they come along, because it's important for us to see that you've done your learning outcomes and assessments. You're going to click on it. Right. You're going to check your learning outcomes. What are the learning outcomes? What do I need to know in this week? We're doing personality. What type of personalities? We're doing this, that. Right. Learning outcomes, weekly learning journey, what you're going to do in that week. And then important, there's a baseline assessment quiz. And some of you might already have done this because it's due on different dates, but in this time now. So there's your little quiz. Oh, I've got 3 students who attempted it. Right. Okay, there you can see the closing date is Sunday. So a lot of these baseline quizzes will close in the beginning or during next week. Right. But it's a quiz, it's 10 marks, just asking you personality. To have, no, the instrument that we use to test personality is giving you 4 options. If you choose the correct one. It's just a baseline. We just determine what your knowledge is when we start off. It's not a pass or not pass. We just determine where you are. Right. Okay, and then we'll continue with the baseline. And I am not a student in it, so it won't allow me to do that. Right. Okay, there's your baseline assessment, baseline quiz. There it is. There's an academic support page, students. You're now more than welcome to work through that. Consultation booking, weekly academic support webinar link. Then, very important, we start with our work that we are here for, and that is the work that we're going to study. And that is then lesson 1. And there's your notes for lesson 1. So if we open up lesson 1, here you'll see your table of contents, and you can work through that, or you can just click that. Or you can just click that little arrow, and it will also take you to relevance connection, to individual differences, etc. I want to know more about hereditary and environment. Let's go there. Let's read through this. Right. So all your study information lies here. You use this together with what? What else do you use to study? Your textbook. Yeah. You use this together with your textbook. So if we're done with this notes, all right, remember we've went into our first week's notes. We do a practice quiz. It doesn't count for marks. It's just a quiz to see what you know of what you've just learned. Right. Everything that counts for marks will be on which page? Assessment tile. It will be there. Right. Lesson 1, summary activities, again, learning outcome. That is the post-assessment. The previous one was a pre-assessment. Just see what you know when you started off, what you know after. Right. Okay, this was let's get ready, and this must be done before you walk into class on Monday. Right. Okay, done with let's get ready. Students, here's week 1. Right, and all your study information is there. Your notes, your practice quiz. Human ability, your notes, your practice quiz. Right. Straightforward, every week, exactly the same. Grant, do you know if we've shared with video, sound or not?
Yes,
we did. Okay. Right. So for instance, on your week 1, there will also be a recording in your week 1, taking you to your recording for your first week, telling you what's going to happen here in your first week. Yes. Sorry? Yes. Good day, everyone. I am JP Wessels, and I'm a lecturer in the Commerce and Law faculty at the Tiger Valley campus in Cape Town. Right. So each lecture will be loaded that for you for your first week. Just a bit of introduction and to make you comfortable with what's going to happen and how it's going. Right. Okay. Right. Right, students, that is with regards to, I'm not going through every week tile. And why is that hidden? We call it a staggered opening. So what we do, we're not going to open all 7 weeks. We want you to grow with us as we go along. You will see week 2 will most probably open up within the next day or 3. Right. And so it will carry on. So we staggered opening to make sure that you don't get all this information all at once. Okay. Right. Right. So there's all your other week's tiles. You can see them. Week 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. List of references. Exam preparation. What do we need to do for that? And that is all part of your module tile. Carl, oh, sorry, Grant, when do I need to be done? What time? Oh, okay, no, that's fine. Right, no, I won't keep you till then, don't worry. Okay. Okay, students, I'm going back to my dashboard just quickly. Remember, we've gone COHR 1 year. Now we're going to do the assessment tile. I'm going to show you that quickly. Right. So on this tile, the assessment tile, again, we've got different tiles. Remember in the module tiles, we've got week 1, 2, 3, 4, and all of that. Here we've got different tiles, assessment rules. You can work through that. Formative assessments, summative, exam preparation. So what is formative assessments? Formative assessments are those assessments that we do throughout the block. We've got 4 blocks, huh? This is block 1. Right. Formative assessments, we do it through the block. The summative is the exam thing. Right. So what formative assessments do we have? Can you remember? Yeah, but what formative assessments for this subject? Can you remember? Where did we see that? Huh? On the module guide, on module information tile, module guide, and then we went, and then we've seen that menu down there. Can you remember that long menu? Number 16 was assessment. Right. Click on that one, and that's where you see all your assessments. Here, you will see your assessments physically now. You won't be able to see it, but I can see them. There's your assignment loaded. There's your assignment submission link. We are ready for you. Right. And there are the quizzes loaded. They're waiting. So the system automatically releases them as soon as they. Right. You didn't sleep up until now. Okay. Good. Okay. All formative assessments are uploaded there. And then students, summative assessment schedule is there. And then initial summative assessment. Now remember, you will know by now that we have different summative assessments. You can all have a summative assessment that you're going to write physically in class face to face. Or you'll have an online assessment, which you will come and write here in a computer venue where you'll sit. Or you'll have a proctored one where you can sit wherever you want to with the proctoring software and write the exam. Just giving this as general information. Right. But when you start off next week, your lecturer will know what type of exam will you have. Right. And you can ask them already. So if it will be an online exam or computerized, it'll be on that initial summative assessment time. Yes, ma'am.
A bunch of them say quiz, are those the quizzes that we do on our own, or like when we class, the teacher said, because the lecturer says, like, okay, now you can just learn one.
Okay, the question that I received from the floor here is if the quizzes that we've seen just now, remember, here in the formative one. Let's just go there. So there we see them in the formative. There they lie. Where do we do that? Do we do it on our own? You will see that this quiz have a time stamp on it. When it opens and when it closes. You can see that? So only during that time, that quiz will be open. For me, it will be open, but for students, it will only be open in that specific time slot. So if I click on it now, I will be able to start the quiz. I'm unfortunately not enrolled because I'm not a student. Right. But during that time, you'll be able to do that quiz. So you do it in your own time, in that time frame that's been given. Okay. So students, when you start off and you've got your myLMS styles, go to your assessment in your module information and check when is what due. Take this little thing that all of us have. You know how it works, no? Everybody knows how it works. Take it, put your reminders on your phone. Don't worry, this thing can, it is protected. Right. Okay, so please, students, make sure you put your reminders on your phone. I promise you, you're gonna. I know it's on your dashboard as well. You're gonna not log in for 2 weeks, you're gonna miss it. I'm telling you now, go and put it on here, remember it. And the other people is gonna remind you that are the other students in class. But you know, if you're sitting there, so coming to class, you on your own, you're not gonna know. Because the others gonna talk about it, you're not gonna know. Right. Okay. Did I answer your question? Good. Right, let's carry on. Okay, that is the assessment tile. We've done the tile for this specific course as well. Are you leaving us? Okay, good. Okay. So students, I'm going to my courses again. Each of you have a myLMS driver license course. You have driver's license. It's a driver's license to drive myLMS. Right. And don't you think that it's only you that have this one? myLMS driver license course. This is for lecturers. Right. That is the lecturer one. And you see on number one. Huh? Number one, rank number one. You must get your XP up. Get the experience going there. Okay. Students, you will also see that your courses will show you as you move up on your specific course, as you complete, as you continue, as you go along. Right. I'm not someone for competition, but I am. Okay. Right. Okay. So here's the driver license course for lecturers. We do a lot the same as you do, but a lot of extra stuff because we work on stuff behind the scenes as well. Right. But let's go to right, let's go to your one and your tiles. I just want to show you that you know that you're not the only one working through these training sessions. Let's go back to my courses and we're going to take student. Yes. Yes.
Must we go and do that now before class next week for every other subject and do the assessment?
You will have to go and do, let's get ready for all your subjects. If you have 2 or 3, work through them, students. It won't take you long, I promise you. Yeah. Yes. Yes. The ideal is to do that. You are supposed to do your driver license also before you start off next week. Right. Right, so welcome to myLMS driver's license, students. General announcements, course information, what will happen in this course. Can you see it's done the same way as for your specific module? You've got your course information, you've got your let's get ready, You've got your learning at Eduvos, getting practical, list of reference, only 4 tiles that you need to do. Work through it, do it effectively, get it done. This driver license of yours must be done by next week before you start. Okay. Right. Okay, students, so I've shown you a specific module, right? That one we've done the assessment. We've done the normal tile for that subject, the module. I've shown you the license. Let's quickly go to my documents. So this you will also find as a course on myLMS, my documents. If you open it, you'll see that there are quite a lot of very interesting student information. Please go and work through this. Student ergonomics, year calendar, academic documents. Specifically, when you're doing your first assignment, might be a group assignment, you need a group cover document that you need to complete everybody's names, signatures, who compiled this specific assignment. You'll find it there under academic documents. Right. Application forms, Eon XR, don't worry too much about that now. We'll give you information about assessments. There's your BYOD Wi-Fi setup. I think Grant spoke about that. Library, LexisNexis. Case management, remember to lock your case if you can't see one of your modules. And Cortex for your textbooks. Right. Just to show you, so in my documents, there's a lot of needed information that you might need to use. Right. Okay. Anybody who lost me within the first 5 minutes? Nobody lost me. I'll be all fine, all sorted. Any questions, students? Any online questions, Leanne?
There is one that wants to know if they can switch groups for a specific subject.
Okay, Leanne, with regards to groups, the question is always why, and then they'll have to work through the SAA to confirm that, because there's a reason why groups are set up in a specific way. So I'll suggest work through the SAA and get approval for that.
Okay, thank you.
Is that it? Yeah,
I'd
no
like
other
to
questions?
ask.
Sorry, someone with a question, yes?
Hi, yes, I would like to ask, this driver's license course that you mentioned, do all the students have to complete it before next week?
Yeah, I'll say do it as soon as you can. It is your navigation tool through myLMS.
Okay.
I am busy.
Okay. Did you say I'm busy?
Yeah.
Okay, good. No more questions, students? Yes.
How do you complete the orientation and induction on myLMS? I've clicked on every single file, but it's still just saying 16% finished or 16% completed.
Yeah, do you mean that you click on the specific tile for orientation and you work
Yes,
through
so
that tile?
like the tile for orientation, that whole course, and they have different things under that course, little files under that course. So I've clicked on everything, but it's still not allowing me to finish. So I have no idea what more I
Okay.
need to do because there's nothing more.
Okay, did you work through all the videos and did you work through all the content that you need to read? And sometimes there's on a page, sometimes on a page, there's a little button that says mark as done. Just check if that is being clicked and you still see that stick to 16 or 18% or whatever the case is, you're more than welcome to reach out to your SAA to assist you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Good. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, did you ask me? Sorry, did you ask me something? Yes. I'll be with you, ma'am.
Should we like bring out textbooks? They have like.
The question is, should we access myLMS every day? Students, if I was you, in the morning, my first thing will be to check on what's happening in my different subjects. But if you're not someone that's really onto that, it's your choice. You need to be there frequently because you need to keep up to date as to the communication. Remember, if I send a discussion forum out there, you'll receive an email notifying you I've sent something. Right. That will also guide you there. Maybe just quickly to show you.
Second, I would say check your emails and your Teams every day. Think of it as your work, because you don't know when the campus is going to send you emails and stuff. If you expect us to answer your emails, we expect you to read our emails. Okay, it's give and take. So yes, log in every day, check your emails, check your Teams messages, because you don't know when people are trying to contact you.
And maybe specifically, as Grant said, for the beginning of the first 2-3 weeks, just to get yourself into that method of doing things. Maybe just going to the dashboard quickly. I haven't said much about the dashboard, but the dashboard, students, will remind you in your calendar, like there's a special exam, but that's not for you. I'm just telling you. There's an examination that opens there. Your quizzes will also notify you there. COHR quiz for the 22nd or whatever on your dashboard. Right. Okay. That's it from my side.
Someone was asking a question from the.
Oh, this. Sorry. Just listen, students. You-
It says like try to open it. It says there's a virus so they can't.
There's a what?
A virus.
A virus on your computer.
No, on the virus.
Oh, that's very interesting. Okay. Students, issues with that, or to SAA, or you can log a ticket if you can and just inform them about that. You might do that. You know how to log a ticket, where to go? Where do we go? Aussie.net or otherwise? myLMS, my documents, case management. You follow my route. Right, yes. Yeah. Students, let's listen up because you might have the same question. 2 questions, yeah. 1. Okay, so the question is, do I need to do all the courses that show up on myLMS? Students, you will know by now what is your module codes for this block. You will know you're doing COHR A1, COCMK A1, and what else? And you need to work through that, your driver's license and your orientation. Right, students, that is it from my side. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Grant, for your assistance. And Leanne, I hope I can have you in every class to help me with the navigation. Thank you very much, students. Enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.
Sorry, sir.
Yes.
Sorry, I just want to know, how do you know which group you belong to as indicated on the timetable?
On your timetable, it'll show group 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Your timetable will indicate that.
Hello, sir.
People asking questions.
Sir. Sorry, I've a little bit
You have to ask the right people the right questions. I'm IT lecturer, Martin van Dijk.
it takes me to this way.
Yes.
And then it says type.
Or you just keep on signing.
It doesn't work. It says.
Okay.
Maybe you don't have to check it. Aussie.net, there's on that picture already. I've been sending it on. Take a picture, take it over.
On campus, I'm looking. The best is to go to reception. Right, you know where reception is. Okay.
Any more questions online? We're about to go off.
How to book reception? Just ask.
Reply online.
Ask you.
No more questions online?
Sorry, sir.
Oh, there's one more, okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I've been looking on the timetable. I'm not sure where it says which class we have to attend, you know, the class number.
Okay, I think earlier in the session, Leanne said that the timetables are not totally finalized. So the last part of the timetable should be the venues that will be added, and then the final timetables will get to all the students.
Okay, thank you, sir. And when exactly will that happen?
I'm sorry, I don't work on that deadlines, so I won't be able to tell you. I'm sure that you will receive that via email, or it will be on your myLMS under your timetables. I'll say just finally check it over the weekend and make sure that you have that.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Is that it? Can I switch off here?
Sir,
Yes,
can you hear me?
I can.
For Microsoft Teams, some of us are unable to access Microsoft Teams through our Eduvos accounts.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, do you have any idea how that can be?
Yes,
resolved?
I suggest you make contact with the IT people, and they'll be able to assist you on campus.
Okay.
Grant that did the first presentation, he's the head of the IT department, and I'm sure that he'll be able to assist with that.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, thank you. Are we done online? Can I switch off here?
Hi, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
So I am on my courses on the LMS. So it says my course ITC and A112. It says the teacher. I don't know if it is. It's Kathleen Williams, but on my timetable it says Mr. Adonis.
Okay,
I don't know.
no problem. That might be just an import issue there, no problem. If you get to campus for the specific time on your timetable that it indicates, your lecturer will be there to assist you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Anybody else? Good. Thank you very much. Thank you, Leanne.